Chris has a 118.09 at fourth place, and HomerOfSteel has the world record at 115.58. So are both runners ready? Okay. I will count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. GL, GL. HomerOfSteel misses Marge, but not a big deal. Chris having some trouble with the brick wall there. Gonna reset.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and...
Random NPC, it's HomerOfSteel versus Chris.
Where am I gonna put all these? Come on, suckers! Out of control!
Weird bounce for HomerOfSteel.
Myself, your history.
Looks like they had to take the hedge after missing the bush strat, and Homer misses the first box there.
But do you do better?
Some small hiccups for both runners at the very start of the race.
Homer, go...
Both starting Petty Theft Homer.
Piece of cake. Hey, well, it's about time. What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Bart.
And HomerOfSteel gets a pretty nice exit and entry to talk to both NPCs.
Oh, I wanted a peanut.
Chris, pretty good exit entry as well there.
Almost done. Now I need Flanders' stupid picture of a stupid family. I am excelente. Look harder than
They're gonna be taking tight corners, cutting corners to save time.
Duh, on top of the dump truck. Gotta return this stuff before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself.
Woohoo! Scared, disoriented.
I didn't do it. Flanders, look! I'm so talented and good looking. I wish I had a dog with a saddle.
Homer, you're...
HomerOfSteel gets a pretty good park there. You can see some pretty good consistency with this early game execution.
You should be in Cannonball Run.
But he does miss the Lenny push, so that's gonna set him back just a bit of time.
Barney, can I...
That's going to give Chris just a bit of an advantage.
Sweet! Bart did it. I blame society. Just a few more.
Both are attempting, looks like phone booth Smithers. HomerOfSteel gets a pretty good first hit, but it's gonna escape. And same thing pretty much happens with Chris.
I just whacked.
Chris is gonna go for that
Let's
ESS.
do this thing. Whee! Chest pain! Having chest pain! If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes
And
these things.
yeah, they are pretty much neck and neck at the moment.
Stupid like a fox. We'll clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes these things.
Hard to say who's
That was too easy.
in the lead at the moment.
I need your help.
They are very, very close. I think Chris is just barely in the lead.
In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras
By like
throughout
2
the town.
seconds.
We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
Piece of cake. It's crashing time.
That's the end of the cutscene for HomerOfSteel. And hopefully the van doesn't get stuck or something.
It was like that when I got here.
HomerOfSteel gets a clean wasp. Doesn't lose any time to rubber banding there. And Chris also gets it. They're both going to not spawn the barn wasp so that they have collision for the stonecutter's wasp.
Wow, this car sure can take a beating. Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back rubs.
They both get the stonecutter's wasp, and
Oh,
Chris is a bit lower on coins
we're number one.
at the moment.
Mr. Burns,
Everyone better stay out of my way.
sweet.
Not sure which wasp he missed or box.
Whoa, that's not very nice.
I'm dead. I almost spilled my sundae.
Ow. Woo.
Chris misses a drop in Bone Storm. It's gonna lose a bit of time. And yeah, he's gonna miss the shortcut, and that's gonna lose decent amount of time.
If only.
That's gonna give HomerOfSteel a bit of a lead.
Hey, Homer.
Let's do this thing! Eat my dust eater! Learn to drive, dumbass! Team Montgomery. Yeah!
That's looking like a 10-50 for HomerOfSteel.
I gotta get the. You got it.
For Chris,
Just give me a second to catch
an
my
11-01.
I'll get you, Bart. Just like I got Charlie and Nam.
breath.
Just
Afraid
about
not.
11 seconds.
Afraid so. Damn your lightning fast wit.
I want to say
I remember
10.5
being here
seconds
before.
behind HomerOfSteel.
Woo, nice one. Smell you later, Stinky Gator. Nobody does it better. Whoa, wicked. Too late. I am the king. Oh, that was my favorite kidney. What the heck was
What's that?
We're gonna get Bart Simpson at your service. Time to rock. Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters. Energy depleting. Need sugar. I don't remember these being here before. $1. Easy peasy.
Sorry, Bob.
How about a hard one next time?
So, I think they both got decent RNG there.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. So tired. So very tired.
With the sports car.
Safe and
That's
sound.
always going to be a big variable at this skill level.
Eat asphalt, asphalt eaters. All for Bart. Ralph, we're full speed ahead.
Fireworks, eh? You're looking at 5 life sentences of community.
I fought the law and I
HomerOfSteel
won.
gets
That's
a
the
good
bomb.
escape
Hey,
for
Java. Fine by
Wiggum.
me. Oh, now come on.
Let's see if they both get the Wasps in 3-3. HomerOfSteel gets the first one. Chris gets the escape.
Mine, all mine.
Reach.
And looks like he got the second
Oh
one.
yeah, I totally rule.
And good sports car RNG for HomerOfSteel.
Gotta play no problemo.
HomerOfSteel gets the tree push. And I think Chris got both Wasps. Struggling to find a sports car. Finds one though, and HomerOfSteel gets the dirt jump.
That was totally
And the
awesome.
van goes the right way. Chris also getting a
If I didn't play so many video games,
tree
I'd be in
push.
better shape. Whoa, wicked! I don't remember these being here before.
And that is 2 for 2 for the dirt jumps. And both vans going the right way.
Oh, awesome, man! That was the best ride ever! Hey, Spring, let's roll! Hey, Snake!
Tubular impact.
I hope that was expensive. What's my name? Booyah!
A solar flare, I'm not sure what you mean by over under. That sounds like gambling or something. I'm not sure.
Whee! Now to find a satellite dish. Who has those in?
Odds of Chris winning.
Hey there, Mr. Slap. You got it.
HomerOfSteel is very consistent. So I think anybody has a pretty difficult chance of beating him. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Oh, I could have made a good septic system out of that.
That was totally awesome.
I wouldn't say he has to, because there's a lot of stuff you can mess up.
Please?
Losing strats, you know, that will lose you a minute or so. Failing missions, etc. Happens to everybody.
Nice one.
Oh, that was better than the movie box.
Don't have a cow, man.
But it would be pretty hard for either of them to PB at the moment.
Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Now we got to deliver the delicious goods to the buyer. I sure hope they like snake dogs, 'cause I do. Please stop what you're doing. No one can sell rotten meat in this town but me.
Yeah, there was a lot of early game mistakes for Chris.
Perfection.
For both of them, but for Chris, so that's gonna make it really hard to PB for him.
You expect.
Whoa, wicked.
This is a really bad day.
Hi, Doc. I need your truck. Bart Simpson at your service. It's Bart time. Time to lay some rubber down.
HomerOfSteel starting monkeys. We'll see what wasps he gets.
My butt hurts. That is totally awesome.
He gets the museum wasp easily, but not the gazebo wasp. And not the courthouse wasp. Gets the construction site wasp. Mewtwo with the prime sub. Chris gets the museum wasp as well, and the gazebo wasp, not the courthouse wasp. HomerOfSteel gets the warp on the town hall steps. That's gonna be a faster wasp on foot for him.
Breaker, this is Bob Simpson requesting one pimp ride ASAP.
Chris not getting the
Easy peasy.
first town hall wasp.
Bad boy.
He is gonna get this one on foot, but not as fast. He gets stuck on a pixel or something.
I should do that more often. At least I didn't break my memory card.
Sellouts going so far so good for HomerOfSteel. He gets the optimal third car strat, and he's gonna push the last one into the wall, and that sellouts was pretty much perfect. He gets the push into the wall and the sideways perpendicular hit, and he's gonna be able to take the fast way back to Frank.
Well done.
And the crowd goes wild. Wouldn't be too much trouble.
I think Chris is having a bit of a harder time
Let's just do this thing.
with the second car, or with the third car and second car, and isn't gonna get that hit, but gets a pretty good backup on the fourth car. HomerOfSteel getting the fast cycle on 3-1. Gets the good turnaround, hitting the comic book store or Itchy and Scratchy store. And gets the good cycle going up the hill. Chris also getting a good cycle.
Now to get
I am the Lizard Queen. Millhouse. Lisa Simpson.
Gets the turnaround.
Could you come get me?
HomerOfSteel gets ESS.
You have a gift for speed. What, Millhouse?
And probably about to get the hit and run busted. Chris getting the fast cycle up the hill.
The guilt. I wonder if I'll get extra credit for this. I am so sick of this happening.
Skipping the vent for now, but HomerOfSteel is getting the fast cycle and will be getting busted, or the hit and run strat.
Oh dear.
Looks like that's gonna be good.
All for Lisa. Kid power!
And he does get the box.
I need a little help here. I hope those were recyclable.
Yeah, it doesn't look like either runner is going to go for the fabled 3-1 out of bounds. Yeah.
I lead.
Chris getting a fast cycle. Looks like they're also going for hit and run.
Must admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog.
And that looks like it's going to be good as well.
I am a mean little machine. Look out! My flesh is less resilient than it looks.
HomerOfSteel easily gets the bonfire, strat, and despite the car being there.
This is not good for my insurance.
Sweet forward momentum. That was pretty cool. The guard's still missing, and I'm no closer to finding him.
Perhaps you should consult Professor Blink at the observatory. He seems to know everything. Except why I ever came to this jerk Waterberg.
Gets the ESS to bonfire
Professor. Oh yeah, I got my mojo working now.
as HomerOfSteel is starting Hellfish. Chris gets the bonfire strat.
Grandpa. Time to hit the streets.
HomerOfSteel looking for a car. Does not get a Ute or fish fan. They're going to skip the Camp Krusty coins.
Let's just do this thing. Time to move.
It's a good first car for HomerOfSteel. Chris is gonna get the same pretty much RNG for traffic, but he is going to go for Camp Krusty coins and does it pretty quickly, even with the sports car, which can be a bit tricky.
I need speed.
HomerOfSteel does miss the quick cycle that it looked like he was going for there.
I won't question the value of this idea.
Chris getting a good first car. It looked like HomerOfSteel missed that
I need
jump.
speed. More speed. Ow, my hair. This reminds me of when I was a little girl. It's empty. What's going on in this tap?
Or something, I don't know.
Excuse me. Lisa Simpson at your service.
Okay, yeah, he had to go for the wrench there because his car was smoking with the from the
Strike one. Counterfeit designer.
crane arm thingy.
Foulest of all crimes. Strike two. Running over an elderly person without a license.
Both going for ESS into sleuthing.
Don't be alarmed. I'm a professional badge guy. Right. Hope no one saw that.
And HomerOfSteel almost missing that drop,
Ow! Son of my gun.
but gets it
Ow, my hair.
anyways, and
Watch where you're going.
yeah,
I hope these are recyclable.
Snake did get away from him for a moment.
And
Yay, I won! I need a
Chris gets a pretty good
Chief Wiggum.
strat there and gets it pretty quickly.
Speed for speed. Car speed. One fish delivered to a happy home. Have a good life. Plenty of good living here.
HomerOfSteel misses the fish 11, which I think can kind of be a tricky fish because you kind of have to go very fast during that area, and there's a lot of traffic there.
Savor your freedom, my cold-blooded friends.
That's it for fishy deals for HomerOfSteel.
The time for action is now. The school of the streets.
Looks like a decent Malibu strat for HomerOfSteel.
Oh, God. There goes my college money. Look at me, I'm flying.
Gets boat jump. Chris is gonna go for the Mr. Plow strat, which is going to put him back a little bit, but
Easy as pie. The number, that is.
maybe a more consistent strat for him.
Who's up?
Marge Simpson, at your service.
Also gets boat jump.
Sorry about that.
And HomerOfSteel is going for the 4-1 neighbors coins, which he gets.
Pay more attention.
Jumping on top of the Quickie Mart to get the wasp.
Chief Wig. Having 3 kids really slows you down.
Chris also gets these coins. HomerOfSteel getting the optimal donut truck strat. Chris also getting the Quickie Mart wasp, but doesn't get many of the coins.
Building. I really should have worn sensible.
I have to go to the bathroom real bad.
Chris also getting this strat. Main menu warp for HomerOfSteel to get the 4-2 ESS.
I'll do my best.
March of Magnesium. HomerOfSteel getting the power plant vents, both getting this trailer park wasp.
Kind sir, could you give me a lift?
Sure thing.
Cautiously one accelerated.
I hope these are recyclable.
We're gonna put these here.
Looks like both got ESS. Hit and run for Homer of Steel, but that's fine because mission ended. On to 4-3 for Homer of Steel. Pretty late drop for Chris. Not too late, but just a bit late.
I'm gonna have to sell my smell hound to pay for that.
And they're both on to 4-3. A very boring mission, unless you're actually playing it. Easy to mess up the driving with the slow Cletus truck. But both of these runners are pretty consistent with this kind of thing.
I'm sorry, but you're too slow.
Oh, that was better than the movie box. Stop that nonsense. Whoops.
I think both of them skipped this chessboard wasp. Chris getting the boost after kind of some weird physics moment on the chessboard. Looks like Homer of Steel got a speed boost off of the police car. And a solid bush strap. And it's gonna reverse all the way to Grandpa.
Grandpa, everyone better stay out of my way. Okay, Marge, stick to the plan. Now I wish I had insurance.
Hopefully no 4-4 fails like the restreamer.
Nice. I need some road rage. I should pay more attention.
And it looks like both of them are good with 4-4.
Sexy mommy needs a ride.
You got it. Sweet forward momentum. I'm gonna have to do so much bigger.
Both now on Wolves. Homer of Steel is gonna get the boxes there. Gets the grocery vend, and I guess they got the other box during the other mission, 4-2 or something. Looks like they're pretty far back so that they don't get too stifled.
My bad.
Oh my goodness, that was so fast.
Homer of Steel getting a lot of speed boosts here.
That is assault. Hey, I'm just a little girl.
Move it or lose it, Buster.
And goes the normal route for the sedan escape.
Here's your
and they're still pretty close to each other, but Chris is a bit behind at this point. It's gonna take some mistakes from HomerOfSteel for him to take the lead. Chris getting some unfortunate physics.
Huh? What?
For the last freaking time, tell me about the crop circles.
There I was surrounded by Tojo and his Nazi henchmen. When one
And
of them, a raccoon as I recall, hits me with
goes
a banjo. Now, I
through
never
the
reasoned with a raccoon,
Bone
let
Storm
alone a Nazi
shortcut
one.
to escape the
What does this
sedan.
have to do with the crop circle?
That might have been
Where
because
was
of
I?
that
Right.
physics
Now, the
moment.
first time I rode in a water car. Okay.
I will
It was so long ago
BRB
that I'll have
and
to
get
describe
some
it
water.
in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
A planet with an antenna? That sounds awfully familiar. I think it was at the Quickie Mart. That's it. It was on a bottle of pop. Maybe that will jog Bart's memory. I'm sorry.
HomerOfSteel is on
I
to
swear I
4-6.
used to be a better- Bart, do you... Marge Simpson. I'll do my best.
Gonna do a mission restart. Gets the gag. Gets the treehouse cola. One jump for the cola 2. Walking on air.
Just let me catch my breath.
Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do the 4-6 Kane commentary.
Oh, boy. Wait. Slow and steady wins the race.
That wasp there was a bit angry for HomerOfSteel. Not gonna get the plow jacket. Walking on air for Chris as well.
Having 3 kids really slows you down. I'll bet who knows who's selling cola. I used to be a better runner. A poo. I'll do my best.
And now HomerOfSteel is on to cola trucks.
Not very good at this. You blind?
Gets the gas station sign strat.
Cola bottlers and distributors. Is this going to affect my insurance? Oh, that looks expensive. I hope I don't have to pay for that.
And gets the mansion roof box. He's hitting the cola truck to direct it and or make it go faster into the mansion gate.
Sensible shoe to the metal.
Gets the second truck strat.
Look away, people.
Chris misses the hedge strat and gas station sign, so he gets a good backup into the tree there.
I don't have any
HomerOfSteel gets a freebie on the chessboard.
Get that hoopty rig off the road. Not very good at this.
And solid third truck from HomerOfSteel. Chris doing the same thing. and solid second truck for Chris.
Shouldn't enjoy that. Nuts.
Freebie on the chessboard for Chris.
Well, that score's settled. Now to go home to my family.
You took my precious cola, Mom. It gives me the courage to take off my shirt in the station locker.
And pretty rough truck for Chris. But it's a decent backup.
Smiles on such behavior.
HomerOfSteel is gonna skip the construction site box. Coins looking pretty good.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me. I feel like a Brahmin. Hopefully my store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today. This is just between me and you, random object.
Chris also skipping the construction site
Me and you,
box.
random object.
Fundies. I don't know what Fundies is. I think Chris has like 50 less coins here.
If you give me a ride, I will
So,
pay you $1 million in the next
That's
ride, I
gonna
promise.
make it a bit difficult for Chris, I would say. Getting the stadium vents and the town hall box. Spawning the town hall wasp in order to get it in 5-2. Chris gets ESS.
Looks like Abuna Asapima Petalon is taking on the mob. Hello, steady.
Ooh, that is looking really close for Chris. And that's gonna be a mission fail. That sucks. That's gonna set him back at least a minute. Around about a minute.
Your failure shames you. Yes, you. Jiminy crickets.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I thought HomerOfSteel
Have I seen such a
skipped ESS. I could be wrong,
clean up in aisle one? I am
but
the
that's a
greatest
very
driver in all the land.
difficult ESS to get because that happens. He is not gonna get it this time.
Could I possibly get a ride? I must admit, The smell of
Homer
fresh
Steel
air is
starting
much
baby
more
van.
pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine. I make this look easy. My cardio is shot.
Gets the strat. Chris getting the vents. And probably this town hall box.
Quickly! I have brought glory to the name of Nahaka.
Chris spawning the town hall wasp.
Hello, famous.
Homer Steel getting the ESS
Hopefully my
into
store will
5-4.
not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today. My giant shot
Chris getting
slowing
the
it down.
General Grievous strat.
Put this here. It makes no sense.
And it looked like Homer Steel missed the hospital wasp.
I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine. Hey, move it, Whitey.
It looks like Homer Steel is comparing against his worst splits ever or something.
Oh, I smashed my skull. Perhaps I should refrain from doing that in the future.
He's not gonna get wig and push. Nutella strat for Chris and Honda.
What are you trying to prove with this crazy driving? Thank you all for coming. I'll see you in hell. Hey, it's totally hand over you.
And Adidas.
Hurry. Last time I left this store, who
That
put
is a
pornography
lot of
in the
ads.
Vital magazines?
Homer Steel gets a good push. I take that back. Had a good push, but crash into the wall there. But stuff like that is not gonna be as big a deal unless Homer Steel messes something up. Chris is a bit behind now due to failing 5-1. Chris getting jump zone. Homer Steel going the route to get the monorail jump.
Oh, Shiva smiles on such behavior. Whee!
And it looks like that's good. Oh yeah, Chris has a staple collector card that he gets, which is Ganesh. I'm pretty sure I've seen him fail
Random object.
the mission because of his constant pursuit of Ganesh.
I can see my house from here.
And Homer Steel gets the monorail jump.
Brilliant power. Ugh, I must finish quickly or vomit.
Pretty decent push by Chris on that garbage truck.
If you give me a ride, I will pay you $1 million in the next life, I promise. Fathering 8 children has really hurt my stamina.
Another decent push by Chris. Chris is also going to, I think, go for the monorail jump.
My friend had...
HomerOfSteel gets the snake push for ending this mission. Warps to 4-1 for the ESS to quick cache.
Admit, the smell of fresh air is much more pleasing than the odor of the hot dog machine.
And that's going to be 2 for 2 with the monorail jump.
Here we are at the destination.
Armored truck for HomerOfSteel. He does the camera manip. And I want to say it's good. We'll just have to see. Gets the freebie at the sit and rotate. Looks good to HomerOfSteel, so he's gonna head back to the hideout. I mean, charity place.
I've really got to learn to enjoy my parole more often.
Hindu coming through. This is not good for my insurance. What possible service?
Homer failed what the first time?
Take us back to the hideout. I mean, charity place.
She just smiles on such behavior.
I mean,
Have ruined my plans for this.
Oh, chicks love it when I do this.
he would have to catch up from something else.
You. Yes, you. If you do not,
You are
Yeah, but Chris
Shiva, H,
is pretty far behind, I'd say. I don't know.
No problemo.
We'll see.
My store will not be robbed more than 4 times while I am driving around today.
Whoa, got it.
I mean, I'd say he's like a minute, 30 seconds behind.
Thank you for not
Something like that.
Woo, nice one. Oh, that was so cool.
Pretty good curator for
Thank you.
HomerOfSteel.
Apu. Automan. You got it.
Yeah, exactly. He's way behind. He's like a minute or so behind. At least, so.
I didn't do it.
Because Chris failed 5-1, so that's why he's a bit behind now. Because getting ESS in 5-1 is pretty difficult.
Take that.
hit and run meter for HomerOfSteel, looking pretty scary. But he does have enough coins to get Globex. So he's able to skip the Squidport box. Chris able to get the Gazebo Wasp and box. And also gets a solid Curator.
Barney, Bart Simpson at your service.
HomerOfSteel going for the
Alright, that was so
bounce
cool.
thing here. And he gets it.
Too cool for school.
It's all the coins in there.
My dust eaters. Whee! Not the detailing.
Chris is a bit lower on coins as well. So that's gonna make it harder for him to catch up. He's probably gonna go for the Squidport box. Chris getting bored, it looks like. Or he's just gonna skip it and try to get some static object coins.
Charlie horse, Charlie horse. Alright.
Yeah, he's gonna hit these trees to get enough coins for Globex.
Fine by me.
And he just has enough.
Let's hit the town. Take that. That was totally awesome.
Chris also getting the 6-2 bounce into Krusty Lou. That's 2 for 2 with the 6-2 bounce. That is, I want to say that's a pretty rare event. It's a very difficult strat to hit consistently.
Whoa, wicked. It's time for some
HomerOfSteel getting all the Vens in order to buy the zombie car.
Alright! Oh, this is too cool for school. Oh, I shouldn't enjoy this so much. Yo, lift. Now? Please?
He goes for ESS or FMJ. Ooh, Chris barely clears that jump. Now both are on 6-3. Mind you, this is like a 2-minute mission.
I totally rule. Professor Fr
HomerOfSteel with the early entry into the observatory,
you got it.
and now is on Duff Truck. Chris getting the vents here.
Lisa did it.
HomerOfSteel getting the Duff Truck strat.
Beautiful skull. That was good.
Saw some weird driving with the Duff Truck there. Chris is also gonna get the ESS for FMJ.
That was totally awesome.
Chris getting, or HomerOfSteel getting the first wasp there.
Hello,
Gets the
drivers. Got a
ESS.
pushable skip. Bart Simpson at your service. I blame his computer navigation system.
I'll educate you a new one. Fire in the hole.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
Solid first hit, or second hit for FMJ for HomerOfSteel.
Take that.
No biggie.
I'll educate you a new one.
Now, show the boot to
And that is a solid FMJ for HomerOfSteel.
fry his butt. Krusty, fine by
Probably
me.
optimal. I would assume so. And HomerOfSteel is having
No problemo.
a hard time with traffic. So he has to reset the mission because the timer in this mission is really tight. So that's gonna set him back maybe 10 seconds or so.
Off for Bart.
Chris also getting the Duff Truck strat. 2 for 2 with the Duff Truck.
You better run. Yeah.
HomerOfSteel having a
Mine. Oh, mine.
difficult time with the driving. Hopefully that's not gonna come back to bite him, because this mission can be pretty tight.
You're all mine. My rims cost $900.
It's missing the cycle, and yeah, this is looking like it's gonna be really close. Chris getting a pretty good first hit. A bit less damage than HomerOfSteel,
Bingo.
but still pretty fast. Maybe a second slower. He missed one of these stands.
Bart Simpson style.
Is he still gonna get it? No, HomerOfSteel's gonna fail. Wow. So this could be a huge opportunity for Chris. Now they are both on set to kill. And Chris is ahead.
Ants are chafing. Off for Bart. My butt hurts. Ew, you are looking at an atom.
We'll just have to see
Eat my
how
dust, dust
Chris
eaters.
does with set to kill.
I didn't do it.
Look out!
Chris getting the box.
Takes more than that. Watch it.
HomerOfSteel getting hit and run.
Careful, I bruise easily.
And that looks good for Chris. This race just got very interesting.
Dad,
Let's do this thing.
And HomerOfSteel gets
Bart
busted.
Simpson at your service.
Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet.
It's time for some
So that's gonna
road
set
rage.
his
Bart
coins back.
Simpson
That's gonna
style.
even out the playing field for coins,
Just a
because
few more.
Chris has been
Mine, all
a
mine.
bit behind.
Go! Looks harder than it is. Homer hates losing. Homer smash.
You're all mine. What's my name? Booyah! Whoa, got him.
Ow, my ass!
Yeah, this is
Worst town in America.
What's up with that?
really gotten into a close race.
Everyone sucks but me.
Both are getting the turnaround for the boat
Piece of
reset.
cake. Ladders, get. Let's see. I need something to board up the windows. I know! Boards!
I need a sick day.
Go!
I think HomerOfSteel still has a chance to win
Them
this.
are sleeping on boards. Oh, guess I'll have to use a hog for a pillow now.
When this is over, I'm hitting the sauce.
But being behind
Mo?
right now is not going to be obviously not good for him.
Woohoo! Eat my dust! In your face! Learn to drive, you dumbass. Hey, you! It's crashing time! Woohoo!
They both
You should
are
be in
able to
Cannonball
buy
Run.
zombie car. I'd say Chris is like 20 seconds ahead of HomerOfSteel.
Let's do this thing! I didn't do it.
Yeah, Chris is just one strat away or a couple slow executions away from losing.
Bart did it.
He's gonna have to get everything. He's gonna have to get
I
everything
did. I almost spilled my sundae.
perfect,
I
pretty
blame
much.
society. Nothing lasts forever.
or HomerOfSteel is gonna have to execute slowly some of the out of bounds.
Sessions are fleeting.
Chris gets the 7-2
speed thingy.
Two for two with the 7-2 yeet.
A power plant?
That follow bar
I'm
looked
bored of
really
this level.
close for Chris.
I am so smart.
I'm glad you...
Sweet.
Blue badge, pretty much HomerOfSteel failed set to kill at the very end of the mission due to some slow driving or traffic car issues.
Nice alien craft. Now to just get out of the path of the tractor beam! Oh, it sucks!
Boy,
Yeah, I think
talk about
Chris
thinning the nerve.
missed jump zone, so that's gonna cost him
I
some
need to find-
time.
Let's do this thing.
But he is still ahead by,
Piece
I don't
of
know,
cake.
15 seconds.
Cake. I need your help. My car is, sleeping. Hey, I found my lost nachos. Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet. It was like that when I got here.
Or maybe more, not sure. wow.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
Chris barely gets the strat there. HomerOfSteel gets it. This is looking really close because Chris got turned around on the jump.
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a sub-boss combined with the tenacity of a level boss.
And they are both pretty much in sync.
Chest pains! Having chest pains!
But Chris's timer is just a bit lower than HomerOfSteel.
In your face! Woohoo!
So Chris is in the lead by a very small amount of time.
Time. Eat my dust!
And this execution from HomerOfSteel is just a little bit faster than Chris. But both are going to get the strat.
Walk! That wasn't part of the deal! Oh man, my car is gone! And the ashtray was full of...
Wow.
Sweet!
Both are on 276. Out of bounds to trigger the alien car escape.
One side, Roadhog dude.
I wish I had
HomerOfSteel
a dog with a saddle.
getting
Nothing
jump
lasts
zone,
forever.
but the alien car is being angry at him.
Hey, that's totally
He is
not
going to get
supposed
jump
to
zone.
happen.
He's going to hit
Take that.
that hearse.
So far, it should be a felony. Yeah, mindless destruction.
Chris is already to the graveyard,
Oh, that was too easy.
and he gets a strat. 2 for 2 with the 7-6 eat. This race is still very close. But Chris is having a rough time with the speed boost here, and he has to reset multiple times.
Piece of cake. Cake. Now my story begins in 19-2. We had to say tickety, because the Kaiser had stolen our word 20.
That's a first attempt that jump zone for HomerOfSteel. That's going to be hard to beat.
All right, I'll work the pedals and you steer. Ooh, the vibration tickling my feet. Why did I come here again? That was easy as pie.
And both are getting the 7-7 strat.
Oh yeah, crystal eggs and the crush.
But HomerOfSteel just
We're going down.
executes that much quicker and wins the race. That's a GG for HomerOfSteel.
Eat nuclear death, you effeminate wriggling spacewads! Imagine that, scared of some harmless nuclear waste. So very...
So an 8-second difference.
Oh, cut your fingernails!
That is crazy.
That fortune teller was right. I do end up dying in a
Would both runners like to join the VC and talk about the race? Yeah, that set to kill was brutal. Yeah, just a bit of rough traffic in set to kill, and that pretty much decided, well, and missing one of the laser stands. But yeah, that was a really close race. 8 seconds with a 5-1 fail from Chris and a 6-6 fail from HomerOfSteel. And yeah, the next race is going to be Tyler P versus Critch, and that's going to be in like 20 minutes. So thank you, Restreamer and runners. And yeah, stay tuned for the next race.